Speaking of rewatching.
Yeah!
So you told me that you rewatched the classic movie Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
And,
on Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus. And I told you that I recently watched it too.
Yeah. And then we high-fived like a couple of nerds.
And so we're going to do a rewatch, kind of like what me and Ryan did last week with Forrest Gump.
I wish I was here for that because I've watched that recently too. But yeah, let's
Rookie
talk about
Year.
Rookie of the Year, starring Thomas Ian Nicholas as a kid who sucks at baseball, breaks his arm, his tendons heal tight. He punches a doctor in the nose, and the doctor says, "Funky butt lovin'."
Whoa! Funky butt loving. Did he say funky butt loving?
I've never understood that.
Yeah, it's just a funny line, I guess. It's like Billy Madison when he's like, "Did you see that guy's balls? They were all weird looking. Like, why is that even in there? It doesn't need to be there." But yeah, I don't know.
93?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I wanted to watch. I saw that this was on Disney Plus the first day we got Disney Plus because it was like, in the featured things or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to have to come back and watch that. And then I was bored the other day. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch Rookie of the Year. So I put it on. And I have a bone to pick with Disney Plus. Yeah, fucking what's new, right?
Actually, I do too.
Two things. Any movie or show or documentary thing or anything they have on there that has any character or actor in it that is vaguely not white, they have that stupid fucking disclaimer of some of the programs on Disney Plus are being presented in their original format, and they may contain some outdated racial or insensitivities and blah 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 bullshit, right? Like that doesn't need to fucking be there. Number one. So that's bone pick number one. That's so stupid.
I think most people already know that.
And the main offender, Song of the South, isn't even on Disney Plus, which I think is fucking wrong. That needs to be up there for people to watch if they want to watch it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. So that's bone number one. Bone number two, there was no. It's funny that I said bone. Go get it in a second. There's no disclaimer at the beginning of this particular movie, which is
Which
fine.
movie?
Rookie of the Year.
Why would there be one?
Because an adult says the word shit in the movie, Rick.
Yeah, but it's PG-13, isn't it?
Doesn't matter. Does not matter. And early on in the movie, that fat kid objectifies that little girl and talks about her breasts.
Oh my god, that's right. I think I remember. Yeah, that's right. I remember watching it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, okay, so that doesn't get a disclaimer.
No, you're absolutely right.
About gender insensitivities. There's no disclaimer about that.
Fuck, that's right. Yeah, I remember I was going to point that out too.
So that's my bone to pick. Other than that, this movie still holds up. It's fucking great, dude.
It's so good.
Yeah. Also, the other baseball movie he's in, A Kid in King Arthur's Court, is also on Disney Plus. I haven't watched that yet.
I've never seen that.
Really?
No.
It's stupid. Don't watch it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't watch it. Rookie of the Year is my go-to.
But yeah, man, I love this movie. I like the Wizard of Oz reference when they go up to the...
I was watching it, I'm like, I don't think... Maybe kids might not understand this unless they've seen Wizard of Oz.
I had to point it out to my daughter. She didn't quite get it. I was like, Wizard of Oz? And she's like, oh yeah! And I was like, come on, man.
Well, why didn't you say so?
That's a horse of a different color. Daniel Stern is amazing in this movie.
The director of this movie,
yeah. Man, there's so many
there's so many faces in here too that I recognize. Like the guy who's the room service guy with the big cheesy smile.
Yeah,
like he's been in a lot of what's his name? The creator of Scrubs. I'm forgetting his name, but he's been in a lot of his shows, like Scrubs, Cougar Town, Spin City. Like he's been in a lot of his shows, and there's a few other people in there too, if I remember correctly.
But yeah, man, it's a good cast. It's a fun movie. This is an era where kids movies weren't dumbed down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I had never, it's hard to say, but I'm gonna say it. If I had never seen this movie before, and watched it today with my kids, I would still enjoy it. Whereas kids' movies today are so hard for adults to enjoy. There are some that do it right, but for the most part, man, it is the most obnoxious, loudest, what can get a reaction the most out of kids, whether it makes sense for the movie or not. Like, but this is a good kids movie. Other than the fact that kid objectifies that little girl, it really hurt my feelings there. I was like, what the hell? But other than that, like, this is a good kids movie that I think adults could enjoy. There's other, like, and maybe it's just because I love baseball, but Little Big League is another one I think that still holds up. I've watched that in the last couple of years.
I haven't watched that recently, but
the kid's kind of annoying, but it's still a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man, I don't know. I could endlessly watch this movie. This was one of those movies when I was a kid that if it was on TV, no matter where it was in the movie, whether it was 5 minutes in or 5 minutes left, I would watch it. You know? But it's just, yeah, it's one of those movies that's kind of timeless, even though it's very dated because of the baseball players that are in it and because of, you know, the look of it, if you will, the kids and all that. But I really do feel like it's a timeless movie that you can always go back to and enjoy.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year was always one that I've watched in the summer on repeat. Pretty much that and Sandlot.
Which is on Disney Plus.
It's also on Disney Plus too, and Angel in the Outfield, which is not on Disney Plus.
Nope.
And I don't think it will be now that I think about
so
it
either.
because of the Angels property, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah, that movie's in my opinion still holds up.
It could happen. Sorry, the movie still holds up. Go ahead.
Yeah, the movie still holds up in my opinion. I still like every bit. I can still quote that movie like nobody's business. It's insane watching it. And Gary Busey is just like, he's such an asshole, but at the same time, he's so lovable too.
He's so good in this movie.
Yeah,
like I think this is an underrated performance of his.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like the whole have to.
Yeah, that whole scene.
Yeah, you got a pitch from your have to, but have to by what?
What?
That's probably one of my favorite scenes of the entire movie.
What the hell did I just say?
Yes.
What the hell did he just say?
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. That makes me laugh all the time. And growing up, like I would do that to my friends. Like, just use the have to.
It's one of those things that doesn't make any sense, but it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
If you break down what he's saying, it makes sense.
It makes sense, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
The whole dynamics of the friendship between them, like, it's just, like you said, it's not like dumbed down or it's not childrenized. Like, it's these kids playing those ages.
Yeah.
You know? Like, there's no compromise as far as their language or what they would be doing. You know? Like, yeah, even though it was inappropriate for him to say that, but like, come on, as a kid.
Look, I'm not gonna say things may have not been said similar to that
at 12 or 13. You know, however old they are.
And again, I hate using this whole, you know, it was a different time, because we just didn't know. And if you walk around and listen to 12-year-olds talk like I have been doing for the last couple of years, it's not any fucking different. It's the same kind of time. It's not any different.
Kids are still talking that way. I wouldn't doubt it.
Kids are still assholes. Spoilers. Kids aren't woke. They're still assholes.
Yeah. I don't know what else I can say about the movie. Like, the way that, like, I guess the ending of it, like the way how he re-breaks his arm, and he has to figure out how to
pitch to that guy,
to that crazy guy, and the hidden ball trick.
Yeah.
Like that whole scene was like incredible.
Yeah.
And the whole batting when he has to go up the bat, like.
Yeah, that's where he says shit. That's where Gary Busey says shit.
That's where he does say shit. Yeah. And they only show him bat. I thought the Cubs though were Don't they bat in the National League? Aren't they National League or are they American League?
But also remember it was 1993. Because also in 1993, because I think that was, or 92 was when it was shot. I think the wild card wasn't even instated until 94. There were no expansion teams. So when they said when they said like whoever wins the division goes to the World Series, that was a real thing at a time. Like that was,
they just had to win that.
They had to win the division. So you get the best 2 teams in the AL and the best 2 teams in the NL.
And that was
the winners of those divisions played in the World Series. There was no fucking wild card. Now there's 2 wild card slots, and then the people in the second
2 wild card slots?
2 per league now.
Oh, 2 per league.
Yeah, and then
what per league?
Well, you have to play to see if you get the wild card.
Oh.
So they take the 2 best wild card teams, then they have to play each other in a playoff, and then that wild card team makes it into the playoff. Gotcha. It's so convoluted and stupid. I hate baseball sometimes, but I fucking love baseball. You know. And now they're changing rules this year, and it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because like it was that, and no matter who won there, they would go to the World Series. Yeah. And but now that I think about it, he was pretty much just a closer, huh?
Yeah,
it seemed that way.
Yeah, so he
wouldn't really have to pitch,
right, for more than 2 or 3 innings.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
bat. I meant.
Yeah, it's a good movie, man. I really, really enjoy it, and I'll probably watch it a bunch more times.
Yeah. It's Club Soda, baby.
Fucking movie. It's so good. I love when Daniel Stern gets trapped between the rooms.
Oh, yeah.
That's so good, man.
It's like, sorry, your door seems to be malfunctioning.
And the foreshadowing of when he gets caught at the end in the... Because that's the foreshadowing. And then during the last game, he gets trapped
then
in
he gets
the
trapped in
equipment
the cage. Yeah, that's right, yeah. That's right. Yeah, because it shows him stop it for a few times when he's in the cage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good shit, man. I love that movie. But yeah, man, directed by Daniel Stern.